Well, there was a rare glimmer of economic hope today when Vauxhall announced that the next generation of Astra cars will be built at the Ellesmere Port factory on Merseyside. The £125 million development will create 700 new jobs at the plant and up to 3,000 in supply firms. But as Dinnen reports, workers had to agree to water down their pay and conditions to beat their German competitors to the contract.
British car making is flying, says Business Secretary Vince Cable, in surplus for the first time in a generation. He was here to listen to Vauxhall executives announce that Ellesmere Port has won the competition to make the next Astra.
It will be one of only 2 plants in Europe that will build the next generation Astra. Currently we build it across 3 plants. In future, for greater efficiency, we will build it at only 2 plants. Ellesmere Port has the accolade of being the lead plant for the new Astra.
The deal that got the go-ahead today will protect 2,500 jobs and create another 700 at Ellesmere Port. A few months ago, the 50-year-old Vauxhall plant looked doomed. Now the smiles are back on the production line. As you can see, you're busy, but it's good news today.
Excellent news.
Happy days. We weren't really expecting it, but the other day when we had the mass meeting, it worked out really well for us.
Good atmosphere here today?
Not really. Kenny Dalglish got sacked. I'm devastated. I can't get over it.
Football is close to Vauxhall's heart. They sponsor the England team. Remarkably, Ellesmere Port seems to have beaten off German competition, as infrequent in English car building as it is in other pursuits. This GM plant in Bochum in the Ruhr Valley is now the one that's threatened. Analysts say the difference is with German unions.
I don't believe they would have gone as far. In Germany, unions really negotiate across a variety of facilities for varieties of companies simultaneously. Those are general agreements. In this particular instance, union negotiated this agreement only for the Ellesmere plant alone. And this means essentially that it's far more rigid in Germany when it comes to negotiating agreement than it is in the UK.
The car industry in Britain is becoming a really great success story. I mean, I don't know whether you saw the figures a few days ago. We now have a trade surplus in cars for the first time for a generation. All the leading car manufacturers are putting in serious amounts of money in the UK. We've had £4 billion committed over the last 18 months. Suppliers are coming back, and we're getting into a kind of virtuous circle.
Ellesmere Port will cease traditional shutdowns and become a year-round operation. An additional night shift will be introduced and employees will have to work some Saturdays. There's a 4-year pay deal with wages frozen for the first 2. The workforce has given up a lot, but before today, Ellesmere Port was sinking. This place will be all quiet tomorrow because the plant's running on a 4-day week. And after Germany, 3 of their biggest export markets are Spain, Italy and Greece. So no wonder workers were willing to do a deal. Not that they had much choice.
The company said to us, there's a set of proposals. If you want the next generation Astra, you agree to that. The workforce balloted and we got the result this morning. They've accepted them conditions. We've got a future.
Although there wasn't much option, General Motors say workforce flexibility was the deciding factor here. And although the government says it did lobby GM to keep the plant open, it didn't pay them to.
Dinnen. The markets have continued their relentless downward progress. At the close, the index of 100 leading shares was down by almost 67 points, a fall of more than 1%.